From pepita seeds to pumpkin soup, Belizeans have found plenty of delicious ways to enjoy pumpkins. But there's one tradition that hasn't quite taken off yet: Halloween pumpkin carving.
This is Halloween, this is Halloween, Halloween, Halloween.
While it's a big deal in other parts of the world, it's tough to do here since the special pumpkins used for carving aren't typically grown locally. That's why the owners of Caesar's Fruit and Vegetable Shop have made it their mission to import these pumpkins every year. Victor Perez, one of the shop's vendors, shares how this all started.
I was a kid and I fascinated with Halloween. That's like my favorite year of the month of the year. And then I had my other sister that pitched the idea to my mom that we should bring in pumpkins, for all the cater to all the young and everyone who likes the Halloween season. And that's basically how it came about.
When Perez and his family started importing the pumpkins in 2014, it was only 10 per season. But as they have expanded their business, they now import up to 35, which are available for pre-order. One of the biggest challenges with importing the fruit is the effects of Belize's weather.
Our main challenge is our climate, because these pumpkins, whenever they hit in our country, the heat just tends like the shelf life, it starts to run. So 15 to 20 days would be the most a pumpkin could last in Belize before it starts to rot.
In addition to the climate, one of the challenges Perez faces is the growing cost of the fruit. Since he began, the cost has increased annually.
We're gonna get a small amount because the reason is that the price went up. Like every year it's going up, but just last year we took it hard because they increased each pumpkin between $10 to $15 depending on the size. You see, if it's the small, the medium, or the large, then it would be $10 to $15. And then again, the reason why we're getting less is because it's too hot. And then last year we had to throw away like 6 pumpkins.
For those unable to get their hands on the limited supply of imported pumpkins, Raylene Tejeda, a vendor at the Michael Finnegan Market, says her pumpkins are perfect for carving and eating.
You use them to make pies. You could make jam out of them. And you carve them for Halloween.
Tejeda explains that the large orange pumpkins are too expensive for her to acquire, but details how her pumpkins can be used in a very similar way. What type of pumpkin would be best out of these ones to do something like the carving, if you could pick one?
Like the long ones, them were long like this. You could carve out the eyes and the mouth. Then you carve inside the nose and the thing there. Yeah. Then you put inside of them from the bottom. You dig out the inside, and from the bottom you put light inside of it, and then it looks beautiful.
Tejeda has noticed a slight uptick in pumpkin sales every October as people flock to the stalls in search of the biggest ones. Even though Halloween isn't a traditional holiday in Belize, Paris believes it has a place here because it brings the community together for some fun. He hopes that Belize will create safe spaces for kids to dress up and carve pumpkins, just like he did when he was a child.
There's a plenty of space for it. I just, like I mentioned, I feel like the Halloween spirit in Belize, it's dying. It's not like before. Like, back in the day, children can go trick-or-treating, no problems, but now it's different because there's a lot of robbery. Like the guys ride on their bikes and they just look for their prey and they thief their sweets.
Britney Gordon for News 5.